Hello. This is Rhapsody, your friendly neighborhood growth hacker, aka the Reverend Dr. Rhapsody, aka Mr. Transformer, aka Rhapsody Barrero, greeting you from the bottom of my pea-picking heart. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I appreciate you. I'm grateful that you're here. I hope you had a great day. If you're seeing this in the evening, I hope you have a great day if you're seeing this in the morning. And I need to remind you, if you're watching this on YouTube, 97% of the people that watch my videos do not subscribe. Please subscribe. Please comment on the video. Please like the video. Please share the video so that the YouTube algorithm knows that there are people out there that want to hear more content like this. And also the same for if you're watching it on Facebook, please like the page, like the video, comment on the video, share the video, and help get the word out to more people to be more of a blessing to them. Okay? Okay, all right. So, today we're going to be discussing forgiveness versus vengeance. We like vengeance. Okay, I like vengeance. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're a weak-willed poor sap sitting in a corner somewhere hoping that somebody doesn't turn to you and go boo. The rest of us, we like vengeance. We like the idea of seeing our fingers around the throats of our enemies and causing not their demise. They can pass out, that's okay. You're like, what kind of reverend is this? I am the real deal, non-Holyfield, authentic article. And authentic articles have points of aggression. I mean, like I remember one time, my pastor, Pastor Cal Robertson, you might know him from the show Married at First Sight. He's been on for like 12 years now, and people didn't start even staying together till he showed up because he had a marriage ministry before he came on the show. So he was the authentic, genuine article. Okay? Okay. So, even he, I remember one time, as just part of his sermon, he said, I would, I would catch a bullet for my wife. I would give several bullets for my wife. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about people that give you some social slight or somehow embarrass you maybe. No, we're talking about people that would be coming at you or coming at your family or coming at your close friends or coming at people who are in your charge to do them harm. Those people, they can get all the vengeance that I can summon, and trust and believe, 6 years in the Marine Corps, a couple of years in Okinawa Style Karate, I can summon some vengeance, okay? I'm just saying, like, you might see me in the street and say, oh, he looks, light and fuzzy, warm and wonderful, and I am. Don't test me. I'm just saying. The day would not end well for you, I'm just saying. Okay. So, vengeance. Maybe it's just I was going to say maybe it's just a guy thing, but I'm here to, from what I've seen, from some of the ridiculous movies that are out there, like, oh man, like the one Hard Candy with Ellen Page before she was Elliot Page, and playing the role of a teen who was involved, unbeknownst to her, with this sexual predator, and she wound up heaping massive amounts of vengeance upon him. Sure, she could have turned him into the cops, but why let the cops have all the fun? This was, oh man, it was rough. It was rough. So, and that's just one instance. And there's other instances where people, talking about women right now, who would just move mountains, clear the ends of the earth, should you choose to be so stupid as to come at their family, as to come at their children, as to come at their man. They will just like I remember I had a girlfriend once. It's like I always had this vision in my head that at some point somebody was gonna like come at me some kind of way, and if she was around, she would just like literally leap for their throat, and I would catch her midair and say, "Nope, come on, honey, come on, sweetheart, let's go, let's go. He doesn't have to die today. It's okay." But vengeance, it's a real thing. It makes sense because, as guys, we're supposed to protect our family. We're supposed to protect our friends. It's what we do. We are hardwired to issue out some vengeance. We are hardwired to deal out some vengeance cards. And God help you if you happen to catch one. So, on the other side of that is what we call forgiveness. And that's something that's actually been misconstrued by a lot of people for a very, 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 very long time. And I'm here to straighten it out for you. Because up until now, or as Ben Shapiro would say, up until 5 minutes ago, you were taught that forgiveness was for the other person. You forgive them, they feel remorse for whatever caused the need for the forgiveness. They change their life as a result of your being the bigger person and forgiving. And they're grateful to God that you didn't choose the road of vengeance. You chose the road of forgiveness, and you're an awesome human being. And they're just grateful that you let them live. And that's what we were originally taught that forgiveness was supposed to be. The reality is, forgiveness is for you. Gonna let you marinate on that for a minute. Forgiveness is for you because the reverse is unhealthy for you. The reverse of forgiveness would be resentment. And the best definition I ever heard for resentment is that resentment is like giving yourself poison and expecting the other person to die. It doesn't happen that way. It just doesn't. On the flip side, should you choose to forgive this person and let them march on their merry way, continuing happily along with their life, whether they do or don't, it's no longer on you. It's no longer your responsibility. It's no longer in your wheelhouse. It's no longer anything you need to concern yourself with because you forgave them. You forgave them, and that's it. It's not forgiveness with a cause. It's not, yeah, I forgive you, but I'm going to make you pay something further down the line just to make me feel good. No, that is not forgiveness at all, ever. Forgiveness just like Jesus said in the Bible, either you believe it or you don't, that forgiveness, basically, Jesus died on the cross for forgiveness of your sins. And I like the way that Pastor Cal broke it down one time. It's like Christ died for your sins, not just for the sins you already did, because you are still human, you are still hardwired to sin. You are. It's how we're made up. Thank you, Eve. No, thank you, Adam, for leaving Eve unattended so she could talk to a snake and have her get talked into eating the fruit from the tree that she wasn't supposed to eat from. Anyway, other story. Christ died on the cross for your sins, not just for the sins that you've already done, but for the sins you're going to do in the future. Marinate on that for a second. And once again, it brings me back to Pastor Cal. He like I said, he had a marriage ministry, and one of the things that he promoted in his marriage ministry is for you to understand that if your partner allowed an indiscretion, you can forgive him, but you have to forgive him. As in, the same person that was hardwired for the indiscretion previously is still in existence. He might be growing away from it. He might not necessarily be prone to do it as often, but there still stands the possibility that they might have an indiscretion in the future. So you are forgiving him for his past indiscretions. I say him because I'm talking like, we're guys and, we're always the wrong ones anyway. You're forgiving him for his indiscretions in the past, and you're forgiving him for any possible indiscretions that he might execute in the future. That's how it's supposed to be. If you can do that, you're an awesome human being, and God is truly at your side, or the powers of the universe, collective consciousness, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, whoever you pray to, has your back, is in your corner, and is living through you in your life. If you can operate at that level of forgiveness, because that reminds me that, for those who don't know, I began the personal development journey as a product of the 12-step programs that free people from addiction. And one of the steps, step 8, is about making a list of all the people that we had harmed and became willing to make amends to them all. One person that a lot of people forget to put on that list is themselves. That means you have to become willing to forgive yourself. You have to become willing to make amends to yourself. And for the longest time, I had the hardest time with that step, because I was like, yeah, all you people can forgive yourselves, but not me. If you knew all the garbage that was in my backyard, you'd be like, yeah, you don't deserve forgiveness. I get it. But what I heard someone say at a meeting one time made all the difference in the world. And when they said it, I was like so many things that my mom had told me growing up that I thought were silly when she first said it, until I lived it out in adult life. If you can't have the willingness to make amends to yourself, if you don't have the willingness to make amends to yourself, you need to pray for the willingness to be willing. See, when I first heard that, I was like, that's redundant. That's stupid. That doesn't make any sense. That worked. That was the only way that I was able to forgive myself. Really, seriously. Going back to things my mom would say, there used to be this show, Things My Dad Would Say, and, William Shatner, and the show didn't last long because I guess it wasn't that funny because the writers aren't as good as they used to be. Anyway, I digress. One of the things she always used to say was, it's fun to be fooled, but it's more fun to know. And to me, that just sounded silly. It sounded so silly. Until such a time came that I was in a relationship with someone and they were dishonest. And I didn't call them out on it because I like to believe that people being dishonest will eventually come around and eat their own lunch and eat their own guts long enough to come out and be straight and tell me the truth. Never happened. Well, actually, it never happened because it wasn't owned up until I brought it up at some point just before we broke up. And that's just the way that went. And I just, continued in the relationship, continued to act as if, continued to do whatever to do, to be whatever to be as a guy in a relationship until that day came. And then I was just like, hey, what about this? And, they had nothing to say. They had nothing to say. And and I remember at one point I was asked, well, why didn't you say something? I don't remember answering. I don't remember the answer. I just remember my mom in my head saying, it's fun to be fooled, but it's more fun to know. Another thing my mom would say, that, and I remember, I was a 10-year-old when she told me this. I was in the 5th grade, and I won the spelling bee in the 3rd grade, and I was a pompous butt as an 8-year-old. But when she said, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And in my head, I had to say it in my head because I knew that big strapping woman that she was, if I said it out loud, my mom would have thrown me across the room. She's done it before. So, yeah, I'm going to keep that to myself. But in my head, I said, yeah, Mom, but I'm smart. I know, it's silly. 10-year-old smart kid. Oh, my goodness. It reminds me of like a graduation card that somebody handed out one time to a high school student graduating. Here, go ahead and venture out into the world while you still know everything. Because they just think they know everything because it's like unaware that there was an existence prior to them showing up, that none of these people were even here. Or if they were here, they were all stupid. And lucky for them that child was around to be able to school them and to help them understand how life really works. It's so silly. Oh my goodness. Lord. Okay, forgiveness. So yeah. And like I said, it's not that forgiveness is easy, because it's not. That is why I'm a big proponent of praying for the willingness to be willing to forgive them. Because sometimes that's the best that you can do, and that's all that you can do. But lucky for you, that's all you have to do. Because the powers that be, the forces that keep the planet together, the forces that keep the universe together, the forces that keep our bodies together, are more than happy to give you that little extra push that you need in order to do what you need for you to keep you comfortable, to keep you happy, for you to have joy in your life, for you to be at peace. That's going to do it for today. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah. I forgot to say it in the beginning. Hopefully you stay till the end, otherwise you won't know about it. In the link in the description, in the post, you will find a link to 1 free week of the Magnetic Mind Masterclass. In the Magnetic Mind Masterclass, you will have access to 7 live sessions, because they have 7 live sessions a week. Also, they have 6, count them, 6 years of sessions in a library that you get access to. If you have a challenge that you're dealing with, all you need to do is put the topic in the search bar, pick a year, and you will see a list of different sessions covering that topic, offering solutions for that topic, offering transformational sessions for that topic, offering modalities that can help you shift that topic in your mind to help you get past whatever boulders are in the way in your river of life, whatever gopher holes are on the playing field, stopping you from running down that home run, stopping you from running down that goal. Sorry, I don't know where that came from. I'm not a sports guy. What can I say? So click on the link in the description, get your free week of the masterclass. If you want, at the end of your free week, you can pay for it all up front, or if they have payment plans set up at whatever level you're able to operate, because we're in a movement here to help people live the lives that they love. And after 1 year of exposure to the Magnetic Mind Masterclass, to the Conscious Education Company, you will have a litany of tools to help you get through life without the boulders that are dragging behind you, without the ball and chain that's dragging behind you, without all of the negative energy from past trauma or past circumstances or events that cause you to live life with the brakes on. You'll have the brakes off, you'll be able to fly downhill and just be able to make whatever you need to make and do whatever you need to do to live a happy life. So we'll see you tomorrow on tomorrow's video. Until then, thank you so much again for spending time with me, and I appreciate you. Me love you long time, for real, for real. And if you need some help, you need some coaching on some stuff, I'm more than happy to do it for you. Feel free to drop a comment in the comment section, and I will get back to you, and we will move on from there. Okay? Okay. Bye-bye, everybody. Yeah.